Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point attempt to follow here. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 11. And the Raiders have got him. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there for the Raiders. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
Throwing, Young. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 79 yards.
When you turn in good, consistent performances each and every week, you will rank in the top 10 in the league in receiving yards, and he's number 7 currently, hoping to move up as time goes on.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. That's the big one, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Following the interception. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this one.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop the throw. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Shoves him aside. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Off the play fake, Young. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Young to throw it. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's Young off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now Young. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and a route is on here in this first half. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded right around the 8. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's taken down inside the 30. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
He'll look to throw. Pass caught by Ruggs, middle of the field. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will sing this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
On play action, Young rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, Let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in the game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And that is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
2nd and 20. Here is Young. He's going to air one out. And that will be in. Complete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Young off the play fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So we'll see what Young and his guys can do here as they walk up for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, That leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a...
And the Raiders have got him. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. They'll look to throw. A slant route caught by Bateman. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Able to get away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking it.
The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Young. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. On 2nd and goal, Young. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Reception here by Ruggs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back to throw again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hudson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Young here to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. The play fake. Now Young. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. This is caught inside the 15. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. From the red zone now, Young. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
So that'll